All right, folks, Howard at Raglan Piano Company. We're going to deal today with the infamous "my pianocorder play button won't stay down." This is pretty old technology, 20, 30, 40 years old. Well, it dates back to the 70s, so it's older than that. The problem is identified by pressing the play button and the unit won't play. But if you hold the button down and it plays, you got a broken spring post inside the mechanism here. Because what's happening, this roller is not pressing into this little pin. I don't know if that's called the capstan or what, but when you manually hold down, you can see it goes against it. Now it will play. When you back off, the tape is actually not being read right there. So we're going to talk about how to fix that. First, you'll have to get into the unit. There are 4 screws holding it into the typical mount on the piano itself, those 4 right there. And then there's 4 on the back here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you'll have to take the knobs off in order to be able to slip the cover off. Now, if you can't do that, don't do this repair. So right here, there was a plastic post that the tail edge of this spring hooked around. And when that post is broken, this spring does not have tension. So you will not have tension right here. We're going to correct that by drilling a small hole right here and inserting a pin for the spring to go around and return tension. All right, folks, so now we've got this little hole right here that we're going to put a pin in that will let us put this little tail of this spring back over it and restore tension. So here's what I like to do. I'm going to go ahead and pull this spring out of the way right here using a spring hook available on eBay that we sell. I just want to get this all the way out of the way here. That's going to let me put a pin in that hole right there without having to fish the tail of that spring up and over it. What I'm going to do now is use a center pin that I've already test fit. In this case, we used a number 55 drill bit, and I'm using the appropriate center pin just out of my Action collection. And I'm putting a tiny little drop of E6000 glue on it to help hold the pin in place, although it's a little bit of a force fit anyway. And we're going to drop that pin in right there, far enough in that we know it stays in, but not so far that it scratches underneath. Like I said, we want a little bit of a force fit there. But you don't want to push too far through this plate and then scratch the underside of the deck underneath there. I just want a little bit more depth right there. That seems to be about it. All right, now what I'm going to do is pull this back around like so. Have to lower that in there. And we have to hook it over the post right here. Let me turn the other end around for that spring hook. I'm gonna push that right there now. Woo-wee. There it is, and that's hooked in place. Now we have to restore tension here and the unit will work again. And see, now it's already up against there. It doesn't move forward when we press the play button. Put it back together, that's how you fix it.